Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk to you a little bit about the legitimacy of the Hipfire attachments in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Before we go ahead and dive deep into the details of these attachments, I want to let you know that this video comes from CFC Hazard. This is actually a community suggestion. Among other things, he mentions, is it worth having a laser for Hipfire? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's dive a little bit deeper into this topic. The first thing that I want to go ahead and mention is that this can be somewhat of a complicated topic, mainly just because there are so many different attachments and across titles, so Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 3, so across different games, the guns react a little bit differently. So it's not like you can just take one game and say, okay, it worked in Black Ops 4, so it's going to work in Modern Warfare, especially this game where the engine's entirely different and there are so many different attachments and there's all sorts of things going on. So in order to do this, what I did is I went into Gunsmith and I attached one by one each and every one of the attachments that said it improved hipfire accuracy. When it came to those attachments, I tested the 1 MW laser, the 5 MW laser, the TAC laser, and believe it or not, on some guns, if you go down and you look at the Merc foregrip, that also says that it increases hipfire accuracy. So what I did is I went with just a base weapon, I shot it against the wall, and then I added one by one each of those attachments, and I compared what it looks like compared to the normal hipfire spread. The last thing that I want to say before we go ahead and get into the info is that I tested the MP5, and that's what you'll be seeing. I tested the M4, I tested the Kilo, and I tested the PKM, and my findings were pretty much generalized across all four of the weapons. Last thing that I'll go ahead and I'll mention real quick is that I'm just going to show you the results of the MP5. Just know that they were the same across all of the guns that I tested, but I just wanted to make sure that I was clear and concise and I was 100% transparent with everybody. As we go ahead and hop into this private match, what you're seeing right here is this is the Hipfire Spread with no attachments whatsoever, just the base MP5. The next attachment that I went ahead and tried out, this is the 1 MW laser, and believe it or not, this one is actually a little bit worse according to this test. After this, I went ahead and I did the 5 MW laser, and this wasn't much better than the 1 MW laser. After that, I equipped the last laser, which is the TAC laser, and this one's even worse than the previous three. Last but not least, I tested the Merc foregrip, and believe it or not, I was shocked. This one was actually closest in terms of hipfire spread to the one at the very beginning. So as we go ahead and compile all of that information from this graph, you can actually see that either the no attachment hipfire spread or the Merc foregrip hipfire spread, those two were clearly the best. It has always been my personal opinion that I just don't use a laser. I just don't really see a point from it. Most of the time, your kills are from rather far away, unless of course you're using like a Deagle or a 357 or a gun like that where the hipfire is actually pretty good. But in terms of using an SMG or an AR or an LMG or something like that, I think the proof is right here in front of you. The lasers all kind of make the hipfire a little bit worse. You're better off saving that attachment spot and putting it somewhere else. So to go ahead and wind down this video, if you want to go ahead and use the Merc foregrip, I don't think it'll hurt you, but I definitely wouldn't use a laser, and I absolutely wouldn't use the 5W laser or the TAC laser because the green laser that's attached to those is actually visible by the enemy, and every time I see those, it's one of the first things that makes me whip around and just start shooting behind me. Those things get me killed. I've used them like once or twice. I absolutely hate them. Try to stay away from those as much as you possibly can. I know that it seems like a good idea because they offer so many benefits. At least that's what they say in the green letters when you go ahead and hover over top of them. But by all means, from the testing that I did and what you could find in this video, I would just go ahead and I would avoid them. So with that, guys, thank you so much for checking out another video. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I put out all sorts of tips and tricks and jumps and spots and line of sights and all that stuff. As of last notice, about 75% of my views are coming from people that aren't subscribed to me. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of these videos in the future. Don't leave without leaving a like, and thank you guys so much for the support recently. I will catch you in the next one. See ya.